The City of Paducah has 4.5 miles of Greenway Trail. The trail stretches from County Park Road to Stuart Nelson Park to Noble Park, then along the floodwall levee to downtown Paducah. There are joggers, bicyclists, walkers, people walking their dogs, and families with strollers. I'm Public Information Officer Pam Spencer. In this episode of Paducah View, Recreation Specialist Taylor Morsching with the Paducah Park Services Department is going to provide some Greenway Trail etiquette so that everyone can have a fun and safe time on the trail.
Well, if you're on the Greenway Trail, it's very important to make sure you stay on the right side. It's kind of like a road and there's two-way traffic lots of times, and so if you stay on the right, the person coming at you will also stay on the right. When you're passing someone, it's important to pass on the left. Not only should you pass on the left, you should say out loud, passing on your left. And that way the person in front of you knows that you are coming and can kind of glance at you and make sure there's no collisions there. And when you're on the Greenway Trail, you'll see a little bit of everything as far as walkers, runners, people on bikes, people skateboarding. So people will be going different speeds. The main thing is just be aware of your surroundings. Know that if you're riding a bike, you'll probably be doing a lot more passing than if you were walking on the trail. So things like that, just look out for and be aware of your surroundings. When you're on the Greenway Trail, we say you should use predictable patterns because that way people know that you're staying on the right. They know that you're not using the entire trail. Also, use common sense. Walkers, the bikers will be passing you. If you're runners will be passing walkers, and that way just be predictable. One thing people should look out for are trail hogs. A trail hog is someone that might be walking down the middle of the trail, maybe a group of 3 or 4 people, not walking in line, but taking up the entire width of the trail. Trail hogs could also be people stopping for a talk and taking up the middle of the trail as people are trying to get by them. So we want people to kind of be aware of what a trail hog is and try not to be one of those people. If you see somebody you know and want to have a conversation, maybe step off the trail. If you see someone coming at you and you're in a group, get single file in advance so there are no issues there. So we just kind of want people to be aware of what a trail hog is and try not to be one of those people. The Greenway Trail is used by a lot of people, so we want people to respect the trail and respect the area. Some of the things we don't want people doing is leaving garbage or litter on the trail or even in the grass by the trail. If you have a pet, we want people to have that on a leash, but also clean up after your pets. A lot of people use the trail, and the more each person takes care of it, the better it'll be for everyone. Well, safety is very important on the trail, not only from a personal standpoint. We want people wearing bike helmets, wearing protective equipment depending on your activity that's appropriate. But we also want people to look out for themselves and look out for other people on the trail. It's not a bad idea to have a cell phone in case something happens or you come across someone who's injured. That way you can call the appropriate people. Also, we have our park rangers on the trail, so if you see something that they should be made aware of, you can always let them know. They're there to help you. And so just be safe. You never know what could happen. You never know when an injury could happen, so just think about that before you go out there. The Park Services Department does put a lot of time and effort into keeping the Greenway Trail nice for all of our users. They do a lot of mowing, they pick up a lot of litter and trash. They also do some other work as far as keeping the gravel good to go. So one of the things we want people to keep an eye on is if you notice anything that might be wrong, or if after a heavy rain maybe part of the gravel areas are missing, to give our Parks Department a call. That way we can get someone out there to improve that maintenance when it's needed, along with just our general maintenance that we do each and every day.
I encourage everyone to enjoy the Greenway Trail. There are benches and shelters along the way, in addition to markers every quarter mile. I hope to see you on the trail, and I'll see you next time on Paducah View.